Hey, it's Dave from CG Shortcuts. Today, we're going to do this. We're taking a look at the Displayland 3D scanning app for creating assets in Cinema 4D. As you might know, 3D scanners are still pretty expensive these days, and photogrammetry with a DSLR can be pretty pricey and pretty time-consuming. But there's a new app that lets you 3D scan straight from your smartphone. And best of all, it's completely free. And it also allows you to export your 3D scans straight into your 3D package of choice. And you can even relight and render these with your favorite renderer. These ones were done with OCTANE. The Displayland app is available for Android and OS devices that have a standard inbuilt camera. So you don't need one of those fancy multi-lens setups you've seen on the latest iPhones either. It actually works a lot like standard photogrammetry, but rather than taking loads of individual photos and using software to stitch them all together, the Displayland app records one long continuous video and packages that up with data from your smartphone's sensors. The app then uploads all the data to the Displayland servers, where their software pieces together all of the frames of video and the sensor data and tries to recreate your scene in 3D. You can even share your 3D captures with the app's online community, or export your scenes as OBJ files for use in other 3D applications. I was playing around with this app loads over Christmas, and I have to say it's pretty addictive. However, it does take a bit of practice to get a decent scan. This was actually my first attempt. Believe it or not, this was an inflatable reindeer. But if you keep at it, you can actually get some pretty usable results. Here's a few tips. When you start recording, make sure you have a rough idea of the path you're going to take. I personally almost tripped over the couch on my first attempt. Then you want to start wide and get your entire scene into the shot. Then you can move around your scene nice and slowly. You don't need to do a full loop around everything, and you can also move back and forth if you need to. Just keep in mind that the main thing is to capture everything in your scene on every angle. So once you've captured everything wide, you can move in and start recording each object individually close up. Again, on every angle. When picking your scenes, make sure you've got good natural light. Harsh shadows or dark spaces won't work so well. Colorful scenes with lots of contrast will also work better. And detailed surfaces like brick walls or graffiti work much better than smooth or reflective surfaces. You also want to make sure there's nothing moving in your scene, so don't scan your dog. And you don't want to be too close or too far away from the objects you're scanning. You can scan anything from about the size of a coffee cup to the size of a building. So just get in there and experiment. There's also a little bar on screen that tells you once you've captured enough information to build a 3D scene. But the more you capture, the more data the software has to pull from, and the more likely you're going to have a successful scan. The OS version also has a point tracker feature that you can turn on to see exactly how the software sees your scene. And apparently this feature will also be coming to Android later this month. When you're done capturing, the app lets you know how much data you've captured. And sometimes these files can be pretty big and range from about 25 megabytes to over 500 megabytes. And this is all stored on your phone at first, so make sure you've got plenty of space on your SD card. Then you'll need to upload the data to the Displayland servers, and thankfully there's an option to wait till you've got Wi-Fi. Otherwise, it might take a big chunk out of your mobile data allowance. Then the processing of your scans can take anywhere from a few minutes to a few hours, depending on how much data you've captured. And when it's done, you'll get a notification, and you can check out your scan directly in the app or on the desktop version. You can also do some minor geometry editing directly in the app, but I'd recommend saving that till you've got it safely into your 3D application, because it can be a little bit fiddly on a phone screen. Then, when you download the OBJ file, you'll also get an 8K texture map. And to see that correctly in Cinema 4D, you need to head over to the editor menu in your material and change the texture preview size to 8K as well. And I have to say, the textures look pretty impressive. But if we take a look at the actual image map and zoom in here, you can see that it's made up of hundreds of images from the captured footage. So it won't be the most versatile kind of texture map. Also, if we take a look at the UVs, you can see that's the same case here. So it's not really ideal if you intend to animate or deform your meshes. You could always retopologize your geometry, but then the supplied image map won't work anymore, and you'll need to create new UVs and texture or paint it yourself. However, if you just want to create a quick photoreal prop for your renders, This really is the quickest and easiest way to get an object scanned and into your scene. It's also loads of fun to play with, even when you get some interesting results. So head over to the Apple or Google Play App Store and give it a try. And if you make something cool, don't forget to post your scans and your renders up on our Facebook group. You can also share your work on the Displayland Discord server, or check out their Instagram page to see what other artists are creating. We're planning to do a lot more reviews this year, so let us know what you'd like to see down in the comments below. We've got a new Cinema 4D tutorial coming next time, and we'll be doing our very first Houdini tutorial very soon, so keep an eye out for that. So go and start scanning, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching! Let me know what you want to see in the comment section down below, or you can leave a like or dislike, and don't forget to subscribe and click on that little bell icon for more videos and free stuff. There's loads of extra resources on our website, and you can win epic CG prizes in our monthly challenges. Check out cgshortcuts.com for more details. Catch you next time.